Good day to you all. I thought it important that I should deliver a message to all our officials at Dirco and our heads of mission, given that today is the last day of the 6th administration, and so the last day of my 5-year term in this administration. I wish to begin by expressing my sincere thanks to all our officials at the Department of International Relations and Cooperation. Thanks firstly for the very warm manner in which I was received and for the professional support and services I have enjoyed during my 5 years at the department. I also wish to thank the heads of mission for the excellent work all of them are doing in support of our country's priorities and objectives. Dirco is an extremely important department in the framework of government in our country. And I think the fact that we are the ones who represent our country, South Africa, outside the borders of our country, and that we essentially present the best face of South Africa is a very, very important privilege that we enjoy. And the manner in which all of you have worked has illustrated to me that in the majority, we understand the nature of this privilege and we appreciate it. In our term, I think I have seen really positive developments through the work that you do. I'm speaking of every official from cleaner right through to the Director General. And my gratitude is being expressed to each and every one of you because everyone plays a role in assisting us to succeed. Let me talk about some of the areas in which I believe there has been progress. I think that our department played a critical role in ensuring that we support President Ramaphosa in his first term to achieve the objective he had set with respect to attracting foreign direct investment. It was our missions that worked hard to identify those business interests that wanted to establish new opportunities in South Africa. And each year, for 5 years, we essentially met the targets that the president had set, and you could see in the busy atmosphere in many of our missions that they were reaching out, that they were seeking out opportunities, and that they helped in ensuring we get new plants, new companies, new jobs into our country. I hope that you will continue to focus on this aspect of economic diplomacy. I believe as well that in terms of the representation of South Africa in international organizations, we have done very, very well with your work. You must be among the best lobbyists, certainly on the African continent, but most definitely in South Africa. We played a critical role as Dirco in ensuring we were always ready, always well briefed, always able to articulate clear perspectives when we served in the United Nations Security Council. We also did very well in supporting President Ramaphosa as chair of the African Union in a most difficult period. I will never forget the hard work of our heads of mission and our transferred officials, as well as our LRPs, in ensuring that South Africans were protected and cared for as we confronted the dire circumstance of COVID-19. We came through that strong. There was much sadness. We lost many colleagues. We lost many South Africans. But I believe in terms of attention to our work, in terms of support, in the consular and other services for South African citizens, I believe we executed our mandate excellently. And I sincerely thank and congratulate each and every one of you for that. Where we've not made progress, we haven't yet got a clean audit. So I hope under the new administration, given the progress we've made with improved financial administration, I hope with the 7th administration, 7 being my lucky number, that you will achieve a clean audit. We also didn't quite conclude approval of our organizational structure. I'm pleased that I think we're 2/3 there, and you are hopefully going to enjoy the implementation of a new improved organizational structure, and I hope the Minister of Finance will be persuaded by our arguments that we deserve the resources to ensure that we are able to make this new organizational structure real and make it work to enhance the work of Dirco. Another area, we've still got to implement the Foreign Service Act. We've finalized the regulations, and I think the next administration must certainly, through the Minister and the Deputy Ministers, work to implement the Foreign Service Act. It's a very important act. It places the department in a very significant new space, both in terms of policy power we enjoy, but also in terms of the status of the department in coordinating all foreign policy and supporting all foreign relations for South Africa. On success, I mustn't forget that we are serving in the Human Rights Council, and we thank in particular our ambassador, our permanent representative in Geneva. We've also done very well on the Commission for the Status of Women through our permanent representative and all our officials in New York. And I could just go through the list from mission to mission. We have done exceptionally well, and I'm very proud of each and every one of you. In the African Union, our head of mission has really advanced the cause of South Africa. We are now serving in the Commission on Politics, Peace and Security, and I wish that through our service, and I hope we will continue to play a role as South Africa, that we will advance the silencing of the guns. This is the most important priority that confronts our continent, Africa. I would like to ask you that in the 7th administration, could you give more detailed attention to Agenda 2063 and to the role we as South Africa might play in supporting either our region or countries with which we have very close relations on the continent, in advancing some of the key priorities that have been agreed upon for the 2nd decade of implementing Agenda 2063. We must always remember, as the manifesto of the African National Congress says, that Africa is a priority for us, and a better Africa is the mandate we have assigned to ourselves. So let me conclude by thanking you for all the fantastic work that you have done. I hope that you are going to ensure that we have at least 1 or 2 commissioners appointed to the new African Union Commission. Knowing your power in lobbying effectively, I really would want to see South Africa represented at that level, just as we've done so marvelously with the International Court of Justice and many other institutions of the United Nations. Let us take our place in the African Union and help to steer our own Pan-African organization to greater success. Once more, my sincere thanks to each and every one of you, and I really wish you well as you continue the excellent work in the 7th administration. And might I ask you to be as professional and as welcoming to the new minister and to the deputy ministers as you were to me. I know you're an excellent team. I know the appointees are extremely lucky to have the opportunity to work with you, and I bid you all great success in the work you will do in the incoming 5 years. Thank you very much, and see you all soon.